Welcome to Chemistry Tutorial 360. Today we are going to balance this reaction. This is potassium hydroxide, this is sulfuric acid, this is potassium sulfate, and this is water, right? I will balance this reaction in two ways. Let me show the first way. Okay, to balance this reaction, I can draw a table like this. Okay, let me remember you, this is sulfur radical, right? We have to consider this as a whole unit. However, here we have one potassium, here we have one oxygen, and here we have one hydrogen, plus here we have two hydrogen, here we have one sulfate radical, right? SO4, that is 1, right? Please don't count this oxygen with this oxygen. This oxygen is a part of unit, right? This oxygen is a part of sulfate radical, right? Sulfate ion. However, on the right hand side we have two potassium, we have one sulfate radical, right? And here I have to give 2, but to place 2 minus here is not necessary. 2 potassium, 1 sulfate radical ion. Here we have 2 hydrogen, and here we have 1 oxygen, right? Okay. Now here we have 1 potassium, 2 potassium. So to balance the potassium, I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 2. If I multiply here by 2, these 2 will come before this potassium, that is here, right? If I put here 2, the number of oxygen will be changed. So we are getting here 2 oxygen, right? Okay. We are getting here 2 oxygen, and we are also getting 2 hydrogen plus 2 hydrogen, that is 4 hydrogen, right? So we are getting here 4 hydrogen. Our potassium 2,2 is balanced. Then our oxygen is not balanced, but our hydrogen here 4 and 2. So let me balance the oxygen at last. So I will balance the hydrogen first here. So to balance the hydrogen, I can multiply here by 2, that gives me 4, right? If I multiply here by 2, these 2 will come before this hydrogen, that is here. So here I will put 2. If I put here 2, the number of oxygen will be changed. So here I am getting 2 oxygen, right? This oxygen is a part of sulfate radical. So this oxygen will be counted with sulfur here, right? So here we are getting 2 oxygen, right? Okay, this is 2. So our oxygen is balanced, our potassium is balanced, our hydrogen is also balanced, right? And our sulfur is balanced. So everything is balanced from both sides. So this equation is balanced, right? So this is the first method, and now I would like to balance this reaction by applying the common technique. Okay, so here this is potassium hydroxide. We have this is sulfuric acid, right? Okay, you know that this potassium will go with this, so you are getting here potassium sulfate. But to balance the charge, you can put here 2. If you put here 2, the number of potassium will be 2. So to balance the potassium, you will put here 2, right? Okay, so if you put here 2, okay, then you are getting 2 hydroxide ion, right? So you can write here, and this hydroxide will go with hydrogen ion, right? hydrogen ion, right? Which is 2 already. So here we have 2 ways, so I will put here 2, right? And already this equation is balanced, right? This 2 is the part of the formula, right? So this is the balanced reaction. Thanks for viewing this video. Be well.